Let's talk about related events and Venn diagrams. Now, related events talks about if you have a probability of an event A happening, um, you can also find the probability of event B happening under the right information. So it's this relation of one probability to another that related events and Venn diagrams explores. So on the right here, I've listed all the basic probabilities that you would expect to see. So PA means the probability of event A, PB is probability of event B. Now PA union B means probability of event A or B happening. So if one of the probabilities or one of the events happen, this is true. Now the probability of A intersect B is the probability of event A and B happening both. So this is the case when both are happening, and it's not sufficient for one of the events to happen, both have to happen. And now, PA dash is going to be the probability of not event A, so the probability of event A not happening, and the same thing with B here. Now, it is important to recognize that you can really mix and match from not A and not B and B. So you could kind of just say A or B not, and that would be the probability of saying event A happening or event of B not happening. So you're able to kind of picture this with these different notations that you can mix and match. Now, the Venn diagram here is going to be something you use all the time, and for a lot of questions, they'll give you enough information for you to fill out the information of the Venn diagram, and it's going to ask you to find a different probability, and you're going to be able to find it by using the diagram. So, some basic things here is that this A represents this circle here, and this is going to be the probability of A happening. And the intersection between A and B is, as you might expect, the probability of A happening and B happening. And this is going to be PB, this is going to be PA, and make sure you recognize that this whole part is PB, and this whole part is PA. Can't really draw the circles around there, but yes. And outside these boxes would actually be one, not just one minus P, and A or B, because it is the probability of neither A or B happening. And you can also express this as P not A and not B. And as you can see, there's different ways to represent different probabilities, and as long as it makes sense, it's going to be working. And we're going to be looking at the relationships between some important probabilities. So one of the most fundamental relationships that you're going to be learning is that PA union B equals to PA plus PB minus PA intersecting B. And PAUB, in terms of the Venn diagram, represents this red region here. It's the case where either A or B is at least true. At least one of them is true. And the way we can get this is by saying that it is going to be equal to the PA, which is represented by this whole circle, so all the way here, and plus PB, which is also represented, it's also represented by this entire circle. And the important part is, if we were to add these two circles together, we actually get a duplicate of the region in between here, which is represented by A and B. So we also have to minus that, and that would give us the area of this entire region, P, A, or B. And the other important definition that you should know is that P not A is the equivalent to saying 1 minus of PA. And hopefully that's pretty self-explanatory, because if you have a probability that one event is going to happen, the probability of that event not happening is going to be 1 minus of that. So there you go.